teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? We're here for a college football playoff quarterfinal collision on EA Sports College Football. It's the Texas A&M Aggies against the USC Trojans. Before we kick off this playoff game, we'll check with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. The Big Ten is so excited based on their previous experience here in the college football playoff. They have won the last 3 national championships, and they want to make it 4. They're talking a lot down on the field. They're making sure that the SEC knows they're here to play. We'll see who's able to have conference dominance here and set the tone early. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. To throw, it's Mayava. Makes the catch, it's Williams. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Trojans come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Recognition on the outside. These corners are so smart. Look at him recognize what's going on. He's able to get in the backfield, and that's a huge tackle for loss.
The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Oh, this is going to haunt him the rest of the game. Wide open down the field. The only thing that you cannot do as a quarterback is overthrow this player. You've got to underthrow him, if anything. You've got to get the completion down the field. A big play almost always leads to a score, and here they're going to miss out.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Stabbed out of the air with one hand. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Inside give now from the shotgun. You make the tackle, but it's enough for a 4th down conversion to keep this opening drive alive. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. So a 1st down after the penalty, that can be deflating for a defense. Let's see if they can step up here. Looking to throw. It's Mayava. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Out of bounds after a solid gain. Moves the ball across the 40.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
No huddle here for the offense. One of the things about this expanded playoff bracket that fans find so attractive, you're going to get numerous collisions between the two dominant conferences in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC.
What a treat it is, Chris, because we know these conferences are the deepest and the best conferences in college football. When we get a matchup like this, it's time to just sit back and enjoy it. What a day.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And on the carry, he's heading left. You can just feel it. There's always extra juice when the Big Ten and the SEC collide. The SEC, of course, dominating the championship landscape for more than a decade, but the Big Ten flexing now, Joel, 3 years in a row.
Well, Chris, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the title is going to go through one of these two conferences. In order for the Big Ten to get to the mountaintop, they had to go through the SEC, and now it's going to be vice versa. Right now, the Big Ten holds the title. The SEC wants it, and they want it back.
Comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. And the Trojans will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Got a timeout here taken by the Aggies. That's their first. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Grab behind the line, it's Miller. Fighting off the defender. But that at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside. Man, this is tough sledding down here when you get into these goal-to-go situations, continuing to try to run the football. It is about movement and leverage. This offensive line has got to get low. They got to keep those legs moving, and these running backs, I tell you what, get behind your pads and get physical.
Defense is coming after him. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
What an outstanding job by the defense. The route was timed perfectly. It was a good throw, but it's just better defense to prevent the touchdown. Now, this offense has got to go back to the drawing board.
Potential 4-point play early in this playoff game. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
What a great job by this pass rush. On 3rd down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's 4th down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Using his legs, it's Owens. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here. With this tight end, hitting that corner route can be like stealing. He's got the matchup, and he is so good. He is fast, he's big, a good frame, and he's great with the ball in the air. He's got good hands as well. This tight end is a weapon, and the quarterback is using him as such. When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 37. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. And here's the handoff. He stopped short of that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. And after the play, it looks like a man is shaken up. The senior defensive end. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he can't connect to costly turnover on downs. And they're stopped. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, they told us they were going to be aggressive, but, man, this is super aggressive here on offense, going for it on your side of the 50, and this is going to lead directly to a scoring opportunity for the opposition. If you're going to go for it in this situation, you better have something up your sleeve where you know you can convert, but they don't, and the ball's going the other way.
Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. It's USC on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Man, as a quarterback, you really love to have that one back. This is third and manageable. You feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on first and second down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on third down.
Grab down the middle. It's Bowman. Bring him down, but not before he converts that fourth down play. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Short gain makes it second and long. That's tough against a defense like this. Back to throw again. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Important third down play coming up. There's the handoff. Fights off a defender. The offense stays on the field. Already converted once on 4th down in this drive. They're going for it again. Scanning the field. It's Mayava. Catch made in space. Look out. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Ball handed off. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, we knew they would start out with the run game. This running back has had over 1,500 yards. It's why he was a candidate for the Doak Walker Award. I love his speed.
And is intercepted. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
And they hand it off to the back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The offense going with the hurry up.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short game. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. He escapes the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on 3rd down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Touchdown, USC. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it. They're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious pass.
Got an opening here. QB breaking away. Inside the 40. Here he goes. At the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And now to try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barber. And they tackle him at the 8. So the offense starts backed up on this possession. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. Handoff running right. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Chris, coming in, we knew that the strength of this offensive line was the right side, and they prove it here. Great blocks.
Look out, he's breaking free. Bursts into space. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Put the pedal down. Get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great rhythm. That needs to continue the rest of the day.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
I always hold my breath when these returners start to try to fight for extra yardage, and here the ball hits the ground, but he is so fortunate that this bounces right back to them and their offense can come on the field. That was almost a massive turnover in this game.
Handoff to the single back. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first. Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's got a crease. Breaks. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
Well, this is the risk when you sell out to stop the run on third down. A lot of times you put all those defenders up near the line of scrimmage. There are no levels to your defense, which means it's just one crease, one seam. And if the back is able to hit it, then he's off to the races and in space. Nice gain by this back. Beautiful job by the offensive line. And it's a big gain on 3rd and short.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Now Texas A&M calls their 2nd timeout. They still have one more in their pocket in the rest of the half. Back to throw. It's Reed. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Pass hauled in near the 10. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
I don't mind the throw there on first down, but now you really need some positive yards. You're down here, you've got goal-to-go situation. You don't want to be in 3rd and long where it's an obvious passing situation. You've got to get this ball down inside the 5, maybe even inside the 3, in order to really give yourselves 2 snaps to go for it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, you got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations. One of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
And that one's straight down the middle.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And now the handoff. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll test the right side here. And that running play goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. The Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Looking deep downfield to the left. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Aggies, as they come roaring back now.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the 3rd quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. On the delay of game on the try for 2. Can't believe that happened. It'll back them up now to the 7. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They're going to run it here.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Looking to throw. It's Mayava. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Trojans will line up on 1st and 10.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a 1st down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day. But tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. And that's what...
Breaking free, end zone ahead. He's got... Now here he goes. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Trojans. An explosive play all the way to the end zone.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time, and when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows, you can allow for yards after the catch, all of it, and here, they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. A deep shot to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over.
On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You're rolling to your right like that as a right-handed quarterback. I love the idea of trying to take a shot down the field. You can see it really well. You've got the momentum, and you can throw it accurately moving that direction, but they're just unable to connect.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Oh, he's bringing it back at the 20. Brought down after the interception, but a flag on the field, and this is going to be defensive pass interference to wipe away the turnover. A crucial penalty on 4th down gives the offense new life. Let's see if they can take advantage. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stop.
Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, USC. No chance to catch him there.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well, and that's led to this huge lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Aggies offense back out there. Dropping back. It's Reed. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Oh, the pass rush gets home. On the 12-yard line, it's second and long now.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
This offense is...
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his third interception of the day. Oh, it's another mistake from this quarterback as he's trying to get his team back in the game. That's costly, Joel.
So costly. Clearly trying to force it down the field, trying to get all of this back in one throw. But as we know, Chris, comebacks are like puzzles. It's one piece at a time. You can't get it all back with one throw. And if he continues to force it, he'll continue to make these mistakes.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
That is how you capitalize on great field position. You get aggressive and you go and you put the balls in the end zone. You can't settle for a field goal at that point. For an offense, you step on the field, and the quarterback, you know you got to put that ball in the end zone. They're able to do so. That's a really good job by them and a solid throw for the touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. On first down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. He's hit as he throws it. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. It's reeled in. It's Williams. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
This defense is going to have to change something up here. These safeties are going to have to start driving down on the inside wide receiver. This is just an in route. There's no real deep responsibility. He's got to drive down and break that pass up. If he doesn't, this offense is just going to continue to do this time and time again.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. The Trojans line up on 1st and 10.
What a great conversion, and they pay off that gutsy call from their head coach to go for it on 4th down. In the pocket, the quarterback needs to pick a matchup and then be on time with the ball. The wide receiver is able to get past the sticks before he turns, and it's a completion and a 1st down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Throws to the tight end. Makes a one-handed catch. What a one-handed grab by the freshman.
Chris, I don't know how the big tight end gets that open in the middle of the field. Somebody has got to target the tight end in coverage. That's an easy throw and catch, and as a quarterback, I will take it all day long. My tight end's open, bang, complete.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain. On 2nd and 10, they need a gain here to prevent a 3rd and very long.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
The Trojans line up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Mayava, looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Caught in the end zone, they throw for the score.
Having a guy like this in this area of the field is like a warm blanket for a quarterback. He knows that he's got the big body tight end, great hands. That's a matchup that they can exploit, and he does so for a touchdown here. Chris, that's a beautiful throw by this quarterback.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. This is a squib kick, picked up by one of the up men. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The sure hands. It's Williams. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. It's USC on top as we break for the quarter. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. To begin the final quarter of this playoff game, they'll go up top, running out of time in the pocket.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every 1st down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 1st downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the single back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. They'll run it here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. The pass rush closing in. Oh, no, trapped in back there, a fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
Well, this quarterback has got to be so mad at himself right now. He knows on a fourth down, he's got to just throw that ball. Even if he puts it in harm's way, who cares? It's fourth down. But credit this pass rush, because they got to him quickly. I don't think he was thinking clearly, obviously taking a sack.
Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the cortical. Stop him for a loss.
Well, this seems like a case of too little too late for this defense today, but you start to build on these successes. And remember, the eye in the sky don't lie. And Chris, they're going to go back to this film and they'll be able to fix things and look at the effort and look at the schematics. And a play like this, maybe it spurs them on to something for next week and beyond.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive, and listen, they're being aggressive to the end, still throwing the football up big here. And Holly, it's going to be a bit of a salty handshake down there with these head coaches. Maybe have your head on a swivel.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. To the air, it's Reed. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, they almost had another interception. It'll be second down.
That is a poor decision by this quarterback. That's not the matchup that you want. The coverage is tight. Really should have been intercepted. I think the quarterback got away with that one. Sigh of relief from that offensive coordinator that that's not a turnover.
Moves out of the pocket. And this time it's complete. He goes out of bounds, stopped just short of the 30.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
First down and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
This was a concern for this offense the entire week. This pass rush is very good. And with the quarterback's eyes down the field, he's not protecting the football. That is a beautiful job by this defensive line, getting home and getting the ball out. First down for their offense.
Grinding away with their running game. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. And the Trojans come to the line to run the hurry-up.
This is exactly...
He's got space. First down and more. He's still running. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. No huddle now for the offense. That's a positive sign for this running back. He hasn't really been able to get loose today, but protecting a lead in a postseason game, if you can lean on a guy like this, you feel great.
And Chris, I didn't think they would be able to build a lead without having success running the football. So the fact that they're in this position is just icing on the cake. Now, if you can get your back going, you can probably close this thing out. He is so good late in the game. That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front seven. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
Pitch play to the back. Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes as a head coach, you make a decision, and most of the time it's based on the scoreboard. But this one's just based on your standing within the coaching ranks. You want to make some enemies? Go for it right here.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Handoff in a single back formation. Fights through a tackle. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
A massively disappointing day for this offense. They just couldn't get anything going. And here late in the game, it looks like they're content to just let the clock hit zero.
The game makes it second and medium. On the run, it's Owens. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Grab down the middle. It's Owens. They make the tackle, but he converts on 4th down.
These are critical moments in a playoff game. You're down, it's 4th down, you're forced into being aggressive, but Chris, they're able to get the conversion. That is really good execution and maybe something that they can build a little momentum off here in this ball game.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The 1st down on the ground, that's been something that's been hard to come by for this offense here. There's diving grab. What a play by that receiver. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He lets it go. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
It's a little late to get things going offensively. They just have not had a good day, and in particular in a big environment like this, I guess you take some solace in the fact that you're finally able to put it in the end zone. But Chris, nothing has gone right for this team today. And again, this offense was good all year long, and today they just had nothing.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, this was their only hope. They had to get an onside kick. They're down by so much. Chris, it's just such a low percentage play, and a good job by the hands team on the opposite side covering this one up.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Here's the 2nd down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Got an opening here. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. And out comes the field goal unit. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.